Yeah. Yep. Oh. Jamie ended up getting he fucked up at some point, so it was an illegal lap, but it was something like in the 920s or 930s, somewhere around there. seeing some very stupid Star Wars arguments on Twitter past couple of days for some reason. People just showing me Star Wars related shit, and I think it's the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. I mean, it's apparently really fucking bad. Like, I've seen a clip where Jeremy Allen White is playing Jabba the Hutt's son, but he's got like just an American accent. He has like an emotional speech about how he's misunderstood. It's like, oh my god, I can't fucking handle this. And there's like someone shows up, like a guy named Caden Bane or whatever, to fight the Mandalorian. It's like, oh my god. And there was an argument about, because someone called him a glup shitto, and someone was like, excuse me, that is not a glup shitto, that is some guy from the cartoon that everybody loves that I'm not baby enough to watch. Well, I know of the cartoon, I just refuse to watch a cartoon to understand anything from Star Wars. And people were having an argument whether he counts as a glup shitto, and I'm sorry, a character in a children's cartoon version of Star Wars is a glup shitto. A textbook glup shitto. And it's just making me think about how much I love that term. It's just like, whoever came up with that on Twitter is such a... It's just the perfect word to encapsulate that type of Star Wars character. Salacious Crumb, the origin story. That is a movie about a glup shitto. They make that. Bib Fortuna, glup shitto. Yeah. I miss the days of the old extended universe stuff where nobody had any plan for anything. It was just, everybody just did the wildest ideas they possibly could, and it was all awful, but it was entertaining and did have a heart. It wasn't this corporatized, sanitized thing. There's so many glub shittos in the extended universe, and one of my favorite character in Star Wars isn't even in a single fucking Star Wars movie. But Trioculus, the Emperor's fake son, who has 3 eyes, but he's like, then gets usurped by Triculus, who's the other Emperor's fake son. Eyes.
He's got 3 cocks. His other fake brother, Tripod. One of the guys that I hang out with is a Star Wars nerd. He's like, one of them brought up the fact that Mace Windu, they really went to town being racist, where Mace Windu is the only Jedi that can somewhat tap into the dark side.
Yeah, that's how he beats Palpatine in the old canon.
And he's like, actually, in the books it explains it. And he called him fucking, whilst he was trying to get on his high horse and argue, he's got ADHD and he tails off in sentences all the time. And he called him Mace Window. While he was having a heated debate, and I just fucking lost it. And I just started fucking spamming voice lines at him. And he was getting so mad. He's like, as soon as he said it, he's like, Mace Window, and then I spammed the line that's like, 13, 13, 32.
Like the sequel movies thing where Palpatine's got all these clones that he like transfers his consciousness into is from the extended universe, and it was dumb back then too. But like there's a clone of Luke as well. They should have done that. And the clone of Luke is named Luke with 2 U. See, That's why it fucking rules, because it is all stupid. And it doesn't take sort of breathless attitude towards its own nostalgia, which all of the current Star Wars stuff, there's this annoying reverence about everything.
Yeah, one of the things that he said that made me laugh was, it was such like a D&D nerd thing. It was like, well, Mace Windu is actually the only Jedi that can cast lightning. Force lightning, which is how he kills Palpatine in the books. And I was like, okay. And he's like, it's a far too high level Jedi power for any of the others to learn. I'm like, all right, dude. Maybe I'll just roll a 20.
Which that's
I'm the Emperor now.
That shit's wrong too, because it's not that he's like high level, it's because his style feeds off dark side energy and like negates it in the opposite direction. It inverts it, so that's how he gets more powerful. It's called Vapad or something like that. All the lightsaber bullshit.
Yeah, because your argument originated from someone saying, I don't think Mace Windu is that powerful. I think he's just a really good sort of Jedi, like swords fighter, lightsaber fighter. And then he's like, no, you couldn't be more wrong.
I mean, I agree with him. Also, don't be a fucking virgin about it. my real but Star Wars stuff for me, I get more autistic about the spaceships than I do the Jedi stuff. That stuff is kind of whatever to me. But like, I know all of the fucking specs for all of the TIE fighter models that get ran in the Empire during the Galactic Civil War. Their top speeds, their deflector shield, readouts, all that sort of shit. I'm like one of those World War II tank dudes, but for like spaceships in Star Wars. Because I spent too much time playing those video games as a kid. And Lucasfilm had this great policy back then where everything is canon. We don't care. Every single thing that everybody does is canon.
The only Star Wars game that I really got into was not the newer ones, but the old Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, that was banging.
The first and second Star Wars Battlefront on like PS2. Those fucking awesome. Used to go over to my mate's house and then just fucking play that shit all the time.
That KOTOR, Jedi Academy.
I tried to get into the later ones.
I used to play way too much of X-Wing versus TIE Fighter online. And fly ships with my little joystick that I got for cheap from just shops, Kmart or something.
Oh man. The first Battlefront was just so good.
Yeah,
so many fucking good levels.
I grew up on Bespin. I grew up on Bespin. That was such a good fucking level because you could fight in the tunnels and stuff and have like a proper fight. People just chucking thermal detonators down the corridor. Doing CIS versus Clone Wars and being a droidica in that tunnel was so fucking fun.
Oh yeah. What are the ones that roll up into a ball?
That's the droidica, yeah.
Yeah, they were really good on that level.
And Battlefront 2 wasn't as good because I liked that Battlefront 1 was just soldiers. You couldn't just rock up as Darth Vader and start killing people.
It was pretty fun when you were versing someone and you both were Jedi.
Yeah. That's why that level where like the Mos Eisley level where you could only play as the hero characters was good because everyone was on the equal playing field and you could like proper lightsaber fights and stuff.
Hoth,
but if you Hoth is
I used to love taking down the AT-ATs when I played on Rebels. It was so good. You had to actually do the mechanic stand. You had to like in the ship you have to fire your cable out around their legs and then fly around them. It was so fucking fun.
They did that in a Nintendo 64 game called Shadows of the Empire. I adored that whole it was PlayStation 2 Battlefront. Yeah, they were riffing off that when they made Battlefront because they were like, yeah, that shit is so fucking fun. Need to do that in our game.
My mate would just spend like his whole time. I'd be like looking at the point system, and I'd be like, "Why am I absolutely murdering you? What are you doing?" And he's like, "Yeah, where are all your fucking Wookiees?" And he'd just be running around killing all the innocent fucking NPCs. Not Wookiees, Ewoks. They did have a good crack. I thought it was decent. Star Wars Battlefront on the PS4. It was actually pretty good. I played that with my mates, and I found that one pretty good. It wasn't anywhere near as nostalgic or like as good as the original, but I thought it was pretty. You know, whenever they remake games, I usually don't. Like
Yeah, it can be a bit weird. Yeah,
but it was pretty good. I did like it, and then the second one became like a full Microsoft pay to play. It was EA though, so you know, yeah, that was always gonna happen.
I didn't mind the space levels in Battlefront 2, although I didn't like that they deployed the wrong ships for the doctrines that the Imperial Navy would have used fighting at that distance against Mon Calamari cruisers. So I got mad and I put it away. It wouldn't fucking drop a bunch of TIE interceptors into that. They would have TIE fighters with bombers, TIE bombers, and they would have a squadron of TIE advanced, potentially, if it was near the end of the Galactic Civil War.
I'm trying to think what the map was called. It's like where fucking Boba Fett comes from.
What, like his actual planet?
Like where they were growing the clone army.
Oh, Kimono.
Yeah, that was
Kamino, sorry, Kamino.
Kamino. That was a good map too. I like that one.
Yeah, that's...
You had to like you could fly first, and then you fly into the other section,
Yeah.
and then you fight after that. It was pretty cool.
Do you know what the Emperor's like main squeeze is? The one who like he fucks and has the kid with? Because she's in one of the movies. I think she's in Attack of the Clones. There's this weird like bald bitch in this white like fur coat thing. Stands behind Palpatine a couple of times in like the Senate and in the Chancellor's office. She's a fucking bald white bitch in the background. She's the one who has Palpatine's kids in the old version. Before Disney threw it all out. And Rey became his fucking daughter. Slime ball.
Is that you getting Steam message while you're talking?
No, I sent a picture of this Emperor's wench to you.
Interesting. Didn't know. I heard the message go off and I can't see the pop-up for it. Oh, I have not been set to invisible. Why is that in not being seen? Oh yeah, okay. That's pretty much how you described her. She looks weird as fuck. She looks like one of those cone heads.
Will she give birth to Triclops, who is actually the Emperor's son, probably, and tries to become like the inheritor of it until Trioculus shows up and claims to be the actual Emperor's son. So he should run the Imperium. And I think Zorba the Hutt kills one of them. I can't remember. I read those books a long time ago. Zorba the Hutt is fucking cool. He's a Hutt, but he's got like old man dreadlocks and stuff.
Does he look like Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, he's a Hutt. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if it was just like a, way less fat slug. Maybe he's not quite obese yet. Maybe he's just walking still. Or, slugging his way down to fat still. But not there yet.
But he's Jabba's dad. He's Jabba's dad, so...
Okay, I typed in Zorba and it's just coming up with...
Zorba the Hutt. He's in a book, so there's the one on the cover. I had a copy of Zorba the Hutt's Revenge as a kid, so that's how I picture him. I've got a picture of that cover.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Okay. Yeah.
There's a few drawings in the book, so there's probably some like I can see them in the book. There's like ones from the book that I remember. Jabba's dad.
What's Jabba's son's name?
I think Jabba's son is Rotter the Hutt, who's in the fucking new movie.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he looks chat as fuck.
Yeah, he's like ripped. Him being ripped is just in the new shit. In the old stuff, he was a little tiny slug, and he got around the little jetpack.
Yeah, I can see that as well. There's like from the anime or whatever it is, the cartoon. He's just a tiny little dude, but he's fucking ripped as shit. And has two one-hand axes in the new movie apparently.
Yeah, because they do. Jeremy Allen White voices him. Tries to say "I am my own man," which is fucking hilarious. Like, I am my own Hutt. Come on, bro. But they do a live-action version of that chess game that Chewbacca and R2-D2 played on the Millennium Falcon in the first movie.
Okay.
They have like a live-action version of that game that Rotter the Hutt's in, and he's fucking people up with the axes. And he's voiced by Jeremy Allen White from The Bear. This is ridiculous. Why is he not? Oh, she got He should be talking like that.
No one will ever make me laugh as much as that fucking stereotypical Greek guy in Phantom Menace 1.
Boss Nass?
Yeah, the guy that fucking like...
He's the leader of the Gungans?
Watto.
No, that's not Greek, that's Jewish. He's so Jewish, man.
He's a Jew, but he speaks in a Greek accent.
He wears the little Jew hat in the second movie when Anakin goes back there. Oh, Litolani!
Yeah, that's the guy.
I am a droidarian! Your Jedi mind tricks do not work on me! It's ridiculous that he exists.
He's the best. He's the best character Star Wars ever made.
Like, I'm gonna make this slave driving, money grubbing dude. I'm gonna make him sound Jewish. I'm gonna give him the big note, and this is gonna be acceptable to put on the big screen in 1998.
It's fucking hilarious. You know the Orban Fell question?
Yeah.
You know how each time you go and pick up one of the books, or the scroll or whatever from the boxes, Fallen Spirit comes out and puts a
Yeah,
curse on you and all that?
yeah.
Yep, I just press sprint and run away and I never get cursed.
Yeah, because it's a casting when they hit you, isn't it?
Yeah, and the spirit doesn't die. The spirit goes back to neutral for me, and then it sits there and waits, and then it aggroes the next person that goes in. Like this young man. He's going in there right now. He's going to get 2 spirits when he opens the thing. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. I could just watch clips of Watto speaking to Anakin on repeat. I don't know why, but it does something to my brain. I love it.
Another funny thing that the extended universe did is yeah, how in the movie they kind of make a big deal about how dangerous pod racing is, and like how Anakin's so special because he's able to do it because of all the reflexes required.
Yeah,
All the
yeah.
people that they kind of retcon that a little bit in the extended universe, that pod racing's actually like doesn't have that many casualties. It's just that specific race just had like everyone die. It was so incompetent that every single person dies. And in one of the deleted scenes, there's that you know the guy in the pod race who's like a little guy who he crashes, and before he crashes he makes like a noise. Yeah. There is a there's a clip in the deleted scenes on the DVD where his family show up to see him race, like the last time. So you get a little pathos moment. You're like, oh my god, it was his last race, and his family watched